Well, hello there, welcome back to the channel. It's Richard here. I'm an outdoor photographer in Ireland, and today I'm in the Irish National Stud and Japanese Gardens in County Kildare. Wanted to come here for a long time, so got a chance today. It's a bit overcast, but sure, it's meant to be a nice spot. I was here a long time ago. I'm going to have a look around again, thinking to get a few good shots. All right, let's go. What a cute little thatched cottage. Can't beat a thatched cottage. So I suppose I better put on the wide angle for this. I don't really know why I'm going around with 70 to 180 on. I don't really need it. So I'll put on my 16 to 35 and probably leave that on for the day. But yeah, so like I said, this is the Irish National Stud and it's owned by the Irish government, and it is where they keep and breed race horses and thoroughbreds. The race horsing industry is pretty large in Ireland and fairly important. So there's some top thoroughbreds kept in this place, not in here, in even fancier accommodation than this. And in this part of the country in County Kildare, they have a lot of stud farms, and they're fantastic places. You drive by them on the road and they're like manicured roadsides, manicured fields. And I'm from a farming background, so I appreciate a good manicured field when I see it. But yeah, so Kildare is famous for it. A lot of sheikhs and people from abroad own huge amounts of land here with some of the best race horses in the world for breeding, and keep them in County Kildare. And like I said, the National Stud here, I think this is the Irish government keeps some of them as well, and we breed from them. So yeah, so a lot of horses floating around here. I don't know if I'm going to be taking too many photos of horses. I'm going to like wander on to the gardens. So there's the Japanese garden here, which is very pretty, and then the St. Ficre's garden here as well, which is really nice. So I'm going to have a look around there as well, but in the meantime I'm going to try and get a shot of this with the lovely grey sky in the background. And we'll keep on rock and rolling, we'll keep going, okay? Well, I cropped this down to 16:9 just to get rid of reduce some of the sky in the foreground, and it came out good. I like it, darken the foreground a little bit, and bumped the texture slightly on the thatch, and it came out quite nice like that. I actually prefer the second shot here coming up, just a random pigeon that I got sitting on the broken chimney. And yeah, I like this. I like the composition, and I think the pigeon came out quite sharp, and I just think that makes for an interesting shot. So there you go, pigeon on a thatched roof. Okay, this is the inside of the thatched cottage. I just stuck my head in to have a quick look around, and it's done up like a mock traditional old Irish cottage with the big old fireplace. Been to many a house, and you could actually, these even bigger fireplaces than this, with a little kind of ledge here that you could sit on when the turf fire was burning. Great. I remember my old uncle in Longford used to have one. But anyway, I tried to get a shot of this, but I don't think they're going to turn out great. Because there's not a straight line to be seen. So when you're trying to take a photo of something that's crooked in every direction, it for me it kind of melts my head a bit. I might throw them up anyway out of different, but it won't be straight because the walls aren't straight, the fireplace ain't straight, and yeah, but I took one all the same. Like I said, just about 2 second or 2 or 3 second exposure. I'm not quite sure, but a long exposure. Yeah, anyway, let's keep going. Well, as you can see here, not too many straight lines going on, but I quite like this. It came out okay in the end. I think it was a half second exposure, quarter of a second exposure. And yeah, I like it. I like the chimney and what's going on inside the chimney and the straw there and the fork. Been quite lazy today. I'm sitting down a lot when I'm doing these videos, but there's a lovely little man-made water feature here, and it's, I don't know, I think it's wondering, it's lovely, it's just lovely. We're in the same Ficus garden here, and there's a few ducks over there, and a little man-made waterfall here. So it's actually here about 5 years ago, just really when I started getting into photography, and actually got a nice shot just there where the waterfall is. So I might throw it up just to show you what I got, but the weather was a bit better, had some sun, but it's actually it's brightening up a bit now. But yeah, take a few shots here, the polarized filter on, just maybe to get rid of some of the, reduce some of the glare, and play around with it. I might do a long exposure with the water, just because, you know, it's there and it's water. But the problem is, well, it's not really a problem, but I only brought this little tripod with me today, which is grand. It's actually okay for here because I could just put it down low and get a shot of the water, because I couldn't have been bothered carrying the big ass tripod around because I'm just in a lazy sort of mood. But yeah, I'll take a few shots here, and if I get anything good, I'll throw it up on the screen. At a shutter speed of about 1/3 of a second here, which kind of worked out well. You got some nice movement going on in the water there, and I like all the leaves sitting on the rocks there and in the water. And overall, I think it's a nice composition. Yeah, so it's an easy enough waterfall to shoot. So I found a little spot here. I set the camera up on my little tripod. I had about half second shutter speeds with the polarized filter on. And I get a few shots of the waterfall there. But I want to try and get this little this thing here, this log, into it. So I took a few. Any good? I throw them up on the screen. Just in time too. Loads of people after arriving. Same waterfall, obviously. Lower vantage point. Darkened it down quite a bit because, you know, it was a dull day, and I just fancied to darken this edit and make it a bit more contrasty. I like it. Less sky there, which is good. And overall, again, nice composition, like the rock in the foreground. Man, look what I done to my shoes. I was such a dope. As you can tell, I didn't put my normal hiking boots on. I said I'd wander out onto this little ledge here and put the camera there. And of course, I put my foot into this slop. Let's try to get another shot of the waterfall from another angle. But yeah, so, you know, I'll show you should wear your hiking boots when you don't think you need to wear them. Anyway, I'll keep going. Oh, I can't believe I done that. Oh man, destroyed. So we have this replica of an ancient beehive hut where the monks used to say their prayers. They used to build things like that beside this lovely little lake, and you have a statue of probably the main man yourself, Mr. St. Ficra, sitting there looking out at the ducks. So I'll try and get a couple of shots of him. I'll take a few from the back, but maybe if I walk around and try to pat over the far side and get a shot from there, maybe with a longer lens, and see what that looks like. St. Ficra here, looking at his acorn. Came out nice and sharp. I shot at f4 for some reason. I should have shot at f2.8 because I could have had the lens. I would have got a little bit more bokeh. But overall, nice composition. I reduced the highlights on the greenery in the front just because it was taking over the photo. But yeah, nice. So came around and got a few more shots of St. Ficra there. Looks like he's smoking a cigarette. I don't know what he's holding. But anywho, got a few more shots of them from different angles with a longer lens. I think they're all right. Not that interesting. I kind of find with statues, I actually like taking photos of them, but when I'm looking at them later on, I generally don't think that much of them. So look, I'll keep on going. It's a bit more to see. I'm spending a while here. It's a lovely walk. Well, I'm on the return leg of my journey around St. Ficra's garden here. I'm coming back on the far side, the beehive huts. And yeah, it's a much nicer composition here actually. So you can get the whole, you can get all the sections of the beehive into a frame and really fill up the frame. So it really shows, you know, it's worth spending that time and just really walking around the subject, giving it lots of time, because there's more than likely an angle there for a better shot than your initial one. So yeah, I took a shot of that and you go to throw it up on the screen. Filled up the frame here nicely with the beehive huts, and I like you kind of a leading line there at the front with those boulders. And again, I cut out a lot of the sky deliberately, and I think it worked well. Quite punchy this, with contrasty edit. Well, we have 3 more champion horses here. Beef or salmon, I know that horse. Man, it won a lot of races. Winner of 19 races, grade 1s, 10 grade 1s. Jeez. Hurricane Fly. Know this one as well. Here they are here, enjoying retirement. Oh yeah, living the life. So I'm in the Japanese garden section at the park now, and it's lovely. It's cute. It's very Japanese gardeny, but yeah, this lack of light is really doing my head in. I could do with just a bit of light to make things pop. Got a lovely traditional bridge here with a little traditional hut in behind it, so I'll take a few shots of that and have a wander around. I kept this edit quite dark. I just really wanted the red and the bridge to pop. Like I was saying in the video, at this stage in the day it was still fairly dull and a bit of drizzle started. And I kind of reflected that in my edit, and I wanted just to keep the red bridge and leave the rest of it quite dark. So yeah, it's okay. Then again, this one, I think the composition is okay. It's nice. You know, it's seen as just lacking a bit of light, I think, on the greenery and in areas. Again, it was quite a struggle I found in the gardens to get really any images I was really happy with. And then this final image, it's obviously a portrait. Again, I deliberately left it quite dark on the edit. I think it's quite contrasty. I like the plant on the right there, the orangey copper plant. But yeah, that's the final shot of the day. Well, that's me done now for the day. Lovely day here, lovely 3 or 4 hours down here in the National Stud and Gardens. I know I've been moaning about it in the video all the time, but it's a bit grey and it's a bit drizzly now, so ideal conditions would be a bit of light, especially here in the gardens, in the Japanese garden sections, because it's quite dark, but it's really pretty. So hopefully I got one or two good shots. Again, like most of my videos, I don't feel like I got too much. I might got one or two, I don't know. I won't know till I go back and look at them on the computer. And I'm sure hopefully you've enjoyed looking around the gardens and maybe learned one or two things. Now, if you are one of the people who've maybe watched a couple of my videos before and hadn't hit subscribe, don't be afraid. Please hit the subscribe button. And I'm going to be out again soon in the next couple of weeks. And I'll go somewhere else. I don't know where I'm going to go yet, but it'll be somewhere good. I'm looking forward to it. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye bye.